The samurai did not wake up, asking how they felt. They woke up asking what was required of them. Emotion was irrelevant. Comfort was dangerous. Duty was clear. The samurai lived by a code, not motivation, not convenience. A code. Honor was not reputation. It was not what people said. Honor was behavior when no one was watching. Honor was discipline. Responsibility carried daily, not announced, not explained, demonstrated. A samurai understood something modern men avoid. You are responsible, even when it is unfair, especially then. Blame was weakness, excuses were dishonor, ownership was strength. Today, people negotiate responsibility. They look for loopholes. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel motivated. The samurai waited for duty. The samurai valued patience more than aggression. Because impatience reveals lack of control. They trained to wait, to observe, to endure silence without panic. A rushed strike is a mistake. A patient strike is final. The samurai did not chase outcomes. They mastered preparation. They understood something timeless. You cannot force timing. You must become ready before the moment arrives. They trained daily for battles that might never come. That was not fear. That was discipline. Comfort weakens resolve. Honor sharpens it. The samurai chose honor, even when it cost them everything. They accepted loss without complaint. They accepted duty without applause. Modern men seek validation. The samurai sought alignment with their code. The greatest enemy was never external. It was impulse, fear, ego. A samurai who could not control himself was already defeated. They thought in years, not moments. They built strength slowly, silently, patiently. Patience was not passivity. It was restraint under tension. The ability to hold the blade and not strike too soon. A samurai lived knowing his name would remain. Not through words, not through excuses, through conduct. Your battlefield is different, but the code remains. Honor your word, carry responsibility. Train patience, master yourself. Do not wait to feel ready. Prepare until readiness is inevitable. Honor is not emotion. It is discipline lived daily. And patience is the proof of strength. Walk the path, even when no one is watching. The samurai did not wake up, asking how they felt. They woke up asking, what must be done? Emotion was temporary. Duty was permanent. Emotion is powerful, but emotion is unstable. It rises, it falls, it changes with comfort, with fear, with praise. A man ruled by emotion is ruled by circumstance. The samurai understood this early. Discipline was not punishment, it was structure. It was the decision made once and followed every day. Discipline did not ask, how do I feel? It asked,
what is required. Emotion says rest.
Discipline says
Continue. Emotion says wait. Discipline says prepare. Emotion seeks comfort. Discipline builds capacity. The samurai did not eliminate emotion. They mastered it. Fear was acknowledged. Anger was contained. Pride was restrained. Because a man who cannot control himself cannot control anything else.
modern men follow emotion.
They work when inspired. They stop when bored. They quit when frustrated. The samurai did not wait for inspiration. They waited for duty. Discipline is often misunderstood. People think discipline limits freedom.
The samurai knew the opposite was true. Discipline creates freedom. Freedom from impulse. Freedom from regret. Freedom from weakness.
The samurai trained daily, not because every day was a battle,
but because battle does not announce itself.
The samurai ensured readiness before the moment arrived.
Discipline is self-respect in action.
Each promise kept strengthened the warrior. Each promise broken weakened him.
A samurai trusted himself because he honored his word.
Emotion, under pressure, leads to mistakes, impulse, reaction, regret.
The samurai did not seek comfort. He sought mastery.
Master yourself, and nothing outside of you will ever control you.
The samurai did not ask if life was fair. He asked what was required of him. Fairness was not a condition. Responsibility was. Fairness is comforting. It's a just balance. It's a just justice. But life does not promise fairness. It never has. The samurai understood this early. Responsibility is not blame. It is ownership. Ownership of decisions. Ownership of outcomes. Ownership of consequences. Even when the outcome is unjust, controlled when things went wrong. The samurai did not search for reasons outside himself. He did not blame fate. He did not blame others. He did not blame circumstance. Blame weakens. Ownership strengthens. Control men demand fairness before effort. They say, "It's not my fault. It's not fair. I was disadvantaged." The samurai did not care who was at fault. He cared who was responsible. Responsibility matters most when the situation is unfair. When you were wronged, when rules changed, when effort was not rewarded. That is when character is revealed. The samurai refused victimhood. Victimhood waits. Victimhood complains. Victimhood demands compensation. The samurai did not care who was at fault. He cared who was responsible. Responsibility matters most when the situation is unfair. When you were wronged, when rules changed, when effort was not rewarded. That is when character is revealed. The samurai refused victimhood. Victimhood waits. Victimhood complains. Victimhood demands compensation. Responsibility acts. Responsibility without discipline collapses under pressure. Discipline ensures responsibility, does not disappear when things become uncomfortable. The samurai carried responsibility daily, not loudly, not proudly, not dramatically, quietly, consistently. Sometimes responsibility meant loss. Loss of position, loss of reward, loss of recognition. The samurai accepted loss without complaint. By accepting responsibility, the samurai reclaimed control. Control of action, control of response, control of self. The samurai thought in decades. Short-term unfairness did not matter. Long-term integrity did. The code was clear. Do not wait for fairness. Do not demand justice. Do not excuse weakness. Carry responsibility anyway. Your world is different. Your battles are quieter. But responsibility still asks the same thing. Act even when it is unfair. Stand even when you are blamed. Move even when reward is delayed. Do not ask if life is fair. Ask if you are responsible. Fairness is external. Responsibility is internal. And the man who carries responsibility cannot be controlled by circumstance. The samurai knew a truth most men avoid. The greatest enemy was never outside. It was within. The enemy was impulse. The enemy was fear. The enemy was ego. A man who cannot control himself cannot control a situation. Impulse demands immediate action. It reacts before thinking. It strikes before seeing. It moves before understanding. The samurai did not trust impulse. Impulse creates regret. Fear whispers urgency. It tells you to escape, to rush, to abandon position. The samurai listened to fear without obeying it. Fear was information, not instruction. Ego seeks recognition. It wants to prove, to dominate, to be seen. Ego reveals itself when silence is required. The samurai restrained ego because ego exposes weakness. Self-control was not repression, it was awareness. Awareness of emotion, awareness of impulse, awareness of thought. Control begins with recognition. The samurai trained control daily, not only with weapons, but with behavior. They controlled speech, they controlled reaction, they controlled desire. Because discipline without self-control is unstable. Pressure reveals character. An uncontrolled man panics. An uncontrolled man reacts. An uncontrolled man makes noise. A controlled man slows down. He sees clearly. He chooses precisely. The samurai valued stillness. Stillness calms emotion. Stillness sharpens judgment. Stillness creates control. Do not let emotion lead. Control is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not seek approval. It waits. The samurai thought beyond the moment. He controlled emotion to protect the future. One controlled decision outlasts 1,000 reactions. The code was clear. Master your impulse. Master your fear. Master your ego, or they will master you. Your world is louder. Your pressure is constant. Control your response. Control your words. Control your actions. Silence before action is strength. Do not let emotion lead. Control the self. A man who controls himself cannot be provoked. And a man who cannot be provoked cannot be defeated. Everybody wants results now. Speed is praised. Waiting is mocked. Did not chase speed. The samurai understood something most people never learn. Speed without control is chaos. Action without timing is waste. Patience is not weakness. It is not hesitation. It is not fear. Patience is restraint when action is possible. The samurai trained stillness. They learned to sit with silence, to breathe without panic, to observe without reacting. Because a restless mind cannot see clearly. Impatience reveals lack of control. It rushes decisions, it abandons preparation, it strikes too early. The samurai waited until clarity replaced urgency. A rushed blade misses. A patient blade ends the fight. The outcome is decided not by strength, but by timing. Patience required discipline. Discipline to train when nothing is happening. Discipline to prepare when no one is watching. The samurai sharpened himself long before the moment arrived. The samurai thought in years, not days, not moods. They trained for battles that might never come. That was not paranoia. That was patience. Modern men panic when results delay. They switch paths, they chase trends, they restart constantly. They never stay long enough to understand the craft. They leave before mastery begins. Patience is not waiting without action. It is training while waiting. Sharpening while waiting. Strengthening while waiting. You do not wait idle. You wait ready. A calm man under pressure controls the situation. Others rush, others panic, others reveal intention. The patient man waits. When you rush, time fights you. When you wait prepared, time works for you. The samurai did not fear long roads. They feared weak resolve. They stayed longer than pain. Talent fades, motivation burns out. Only patience carries men through decades. Others will rush. Others will quit. Others will complain about time. You will wait. Patience is not passive. It is controlled power, and in the end, it always wins.
The samurai did not announce himself. He did not warn, he did not explain, he did not seek attention. He prepared in silence. Silence was not absence. It was focus, it was discipline, it was control. The samurai understood that noise leaks intention. Words reveal plans, plans reveal weakness. The more a man speaks, the less he prepares. Silence protected energy. Preparation was constant, not frantic, not dramatic, not visible. Daily training, daily refinement, daily repetition. The samurai trained when no battle was scheduled. He sharpened the blade that might never be used. That was not wasted effort. That was readiness. When pressure arrived, the samurai did not speak more. He spoke less, because preparation had already spoken. Controlled modern men announce before acting. They share plans, they explain intentions, they seek validation. They mistake visibility for progress. The samurai knew better. Silence required discipline. The discipline to work without applause. The discipline to train without recognition. Preparation without praise builds unshakable confidence. Confidence did not come from words. It came from repetition, from readiness, from knowing nothing was left undone. The samurai did not hope to be ready. He prepared until readiness was inevitable. The samurai thought beyond applause. He prepared for moments that might never arrive. That patience separated him from ordinary men. Silence unsettles others. Noise reassures them. A silent man appears calm. A prepared man is dangerous. The code was clear. Do not speak early. Do not explain plans. Do not seek recognition. Prepare quietly. Your world is loud. Everyone announces. Everyone explains. Everyone seeks attention. Do the opposite. Work quietly. Prepare thoroughly. Move decisively. Let your silence confuse them. Let your preparation the country's do not speak early. Do not explain plans. Do not seek recognition. Prepare quietly. Your world is loud. Everyone announces. Everyone explains. Everyone seeks attention. Do the opposite.
Do the opposite. Work quietly. Prepare thoroughly. Move decisively. Let your silence confuse them. Let your preparation take a station.
Preparation remains. And when the moment arrives,